Learners, welcome to my YouTube channel again. We are still on equations and inequalities, and today we will focus on nature of roots. So by the end of this lesson, learners, you will know real and non-real number, rational and irrational, equal or unequal. So we will see whether the nature of root is real or non-real, rational or irrational, equal or unequal. Nature of root, we are referring to the solution or the answers derived. So let's start with non-real numbers. Non-real numbers are square root of -5, square root of -25. And you can see the numbers are less than 0. So if we have square root of negative number and we are told to find the nature of root, it is going to be non-real number. We also have example of rational numbers. We are going to have square root of 4, square root of 16, square root of 25, square root of 36, square root of 49, square root of 64. And these numbers are perfect numbers. Perfect numbers in the sense that when we take 4, we have two numbers that are the same. When you multiply, you will have 4, and the numbers are 2 and 2. Likewise, 16, the two numbers are 4 and 4. 25, we have 5 and 5. 36, we have 6 and 6. 49, we have 7 and 7. 64, we have 8 and 8. So these numbers, learners, if you multiply them, we are going to have a perfect number. How about irrational numbers? Irrational numbers are not perfect. We are talking about not perfect numbers. So we have 5, we have 7, we have 17, and the rest. Square root of 5, we do not have two numbers that when you multiply, you are going to have 5. So these numbers are irrational numbers. Rational and irrational numbers are real numbers. So if the number is irrational, it is a real number. If the number is a rational number, then it is a real number. How about equal? And now we are supposed to find the nature of roots. When the values of x are the same, let's say you have x is equals to 3 or x is equals to -3, you can see the numbers for x are 3 and 3. And for that matter, we are going to have equal as a nature of root. How about unequal? The opposite of equal is unequal. So meaning when the values of x are different. Example, if x is equals to 5 or x is equals to -2, we can see that the values of x are not the same. So the nature of root is unequal. So when solving the values of x, please use the quadratic formula. You remember quadratic formula? We said x is equals to -b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. And b to the power 2 minus 4ac is called delta. That is, this is the symbol of Greek word d. So delta is equals to b to the power 2 minus 4ac. So now let's take an example. And in this example, we will see whether the nature of root is real or non-real, or it is equal or unequal, or the number is rational or irrational. So solve for x and the nature of root. If we have 5x to the power 2 plus 6x minus 7. First, we write down our quadratic formula as you see it there. So if we have 5x to the power 2 plus 6x minus 7, we have to find the values of a, the value of b, and the value of 7. The value of a is the coefficient of x squared, which is 5. The values of b is the coefficient of x, which is 6. And the values of c is negative 7. After, we have to put the values of a, b, and c to the formula. So we are going to have minus 6 plus or minus square root of 6 to the power 2 minus 4 in a bracket 5 in a parenthesis or bracket negative 7. So 6 to the power 2, that is 6 multiplying 6, will give us 36. And negative 4 times 5 will give us negative 20. And negative 20 times negative 7 will give us positive 140, as you see it there. So 36 plus 140 will give us 176. So now we are finding the values of x. X is equals to negative 6 plus square root of 176 divided by 10. Learners, we are separating the positive and the negative as you see it in a quadratic formula to find the values of x. So please look at the workings. So we are going to have x is equals to negative 6 plus square root of 176 divided by 10, or x is equals to negative 6 minus square root of 176 or divided by 10. So what are the values of x? The values of x are x is equals to 0.73 or x is equals to negative 1.93. You need to convert it to 2 decimal places. So now let's see the nature of root. So the nature of root, we are going to have delta is equals to b to the power 2 minus 4ac. And the value of b to the power 2 minus 4ac is 176. So therefore, square root of 176 is not a perfect number. And since the number is not a perfect number, the number is what? An irrational number. Because there are no two numbers that when we multiply, we are going to have a number. We will have what? Some decimal numbers. So therefore, it is a rational number. And if the number is irrational, then it is also a real number, as you see it there. How about unequal? Notice the values of x. The values of x are not the same, so therefore it is unequal. Learners, welcome to my YouTube channel again. We are still on equations and inequalities, and today we will focus on nature of roots. The last example for today, example 3. The root of the equation f in a bracket x is equal to 0 are x is equal to 4 plus or minus square root of 16 minus 4m in a bracket negative m plus 5. So now the question says determine the values of m for which the root will be non-real. So if the root is non-real, meaning the numbers are less than 0. So first of all, the value for delta has been given, which is 16 minus 4m in a bracket negative m plus 5. We have to make it less than 0 because we are talking about non-real. So hence we have 16 minus 4m in a bracket minus m plus 5 less than 0. So now negative 4 will multiply negative m. We are going to have positive 4m squared. And negative 4m times 5, we are going to have negative 20m. So 16 plus 4m to the power 2 minus 2m less than 0 because non-real number. So now we can simplify by dividing all by the coefficient of m squared. That's the smallest number if possible. And notice the workings. We can see that it is possible. 4m to the power 2 minus 2m plus 16 less than 0. So 4, we are going to divide all by 4. So 4m divided by 4m to the power 2 divided by 4. 20m divided by 4, 16 divided by 4. So 4 will cancel 4, left m to the power 2. Negative 20 divided by 4, what is left? Negative 5m. And 16 divided by 4 is 4. Hence we have m to the power 2 minus 5m plus 4 less than 0. So here we need to find two numbers that when we multiply, we will have positive 4. And when we add or subtract, we must have negative 5. So the two numbers are negative 4 and negative 1. Negative 4 times negative 1 will give us positive 4, and negative 4 minus 1 will give us minus 5. So hence the final answer is m is greater than 1 or m is less than 4. So learners, that brings an end to today's lesson. Please share the YouTube video with your friends and please inform them to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you and have a nice day, learners.